And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. This is caught. Diggs. Sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Bryant for the win. Bang. Watch out. He's got getting away from the top speed.
Welcome back to another episode of the Impossible Rebuild featuring the New Orleans Saints. And today's video, we are Monday Night Footballing it up in Lambeau Field. Late season matchup between the 9-5 New Orleans Saints and the 10-4 Green Bay Packers. Big matchup in the NFC for the playoff picture to shape up towards the end of the season. And starting things off is going to be Jordan Love. Had a heck of a season to start things off. 31 tutties, only 7 INTs, playing great football so far. And on their first drive, second down and 10, Love, he's going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs. He's going to make a cut, and he's going to get a nice gain to start things off on the ground for the Packers. But later on in the drive, they're going to have a 3rd and 9. Love's going to drop back. He's going to scan. He's going to throw it on the right. He's going to find his guy, Christian Watson, but great play defensively for the Saints to force the 4th down and end the Packers' drive, which is going to bring out Desmond Ridder, who's had an up and down first season, but he's played good football as of late, hasn't turned the ball over as much as he did early on in the season as he's getting more comfortable in the New Orleans Saints system. And he's going to drop back on 1st and 10. He's going to step up, and he's going to get sacked right away. First play of the game, Lucas Van Ness gets to him. Not a great start. It's going to lead to a 3-and-out, and Saints give the football back to the Packers, who Jordan Love finds Romeo Doubs on a quick slant, pick up a nice gain, but that would lead to a punt for the Packers, and here we go. Defensive battle early on. Saints back with the football. They're going to hand it to Alvin Kamara. He's going to find a hole on the right side, and he's going to pick up a nice chunk of yardage to get the Saints offense going here in the first quarter, midway through. Very next play from Desmond Ridder and the New Orleans Saints offense. Ridder's going to move man motion, play action. He's going to find his tight end, Juwan Johnson, completely left wide open off the play action. He's going to scamper down the sideline for 31 yards. Big play for the New Orleans Saints, setting them up for offensive score. And a couple plays later, 1st and goal from the 9. Ridder making some play changes at the line. He's going to find his wide receiver, Cedric Wilson Jr. He threads the needle between a couple Packers defenders, and the Saints strike first in this very important game in their season. Saints up early, 7-0. Jordan Love and the Packers, they're back with the football. 3rd time this game, they've had a chance to drive down and score some points. Love's going to drop back. He's going to fling it deep. He makes a mistake. That's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and what could be his final season in New Orleans, making a big play in the biggest game of the year so far for the New Orleans Saints, setting their offense up in great field position for them to go ahead and give themselves an early 2-score lead against this NFC powerhouse Green Bay Packers team, currently the number 2 seed. After a couple plays following the interception, 3rd and 1 for the Saints. Ridder under center. He's going to hand it off to Alvin Kamara. He's going to squeak through the hole, pick up the 1st down, and extend the drive early on in the second quarter. 3rd and 5 now, same drive. Later on in this drive for the Saints, Ridder is going to drop back. He's going to scan, and he's going to get sacked, and that's a brutal sack. It's going to take him out of field goal range, and they're going to have to punt the ball back to Green Bay. Green Bay's defense bails them out. Interception does not cost them anything. Love back with the football, and he's going to find his guy. That's Romeo Doubs, cutting across the middle, turning upfield. Big game for the Packers, 30 yards, gets them to the 50-yard line. Very next play for the Green Bay Packers. Their offense looks like it's starting to heat up a little bit. Love's going to drop back. He's going to scan. He's going to find Christian Watson, who's going to catch the ball and turn upfield all the way down to the 30. Packers have 50 yards in 2 plays. Couple plays later, 3rd and 6 from the 12. Love's going to drop back. He's going to scan. He is going to fling it to the end zone. Is that picked? No. What a catch from Jaden Reed. Kool-Aid McKinstry thought he had an interception, but Reed snatches it away from him on a great defensive play by Jaden Reed in keeping McKinstry away from the interception. And just like that, we are tied. 7 apiece, New Orleans Saints back with the football. Desmond Ridder facing a 3rd and 9 on this drive as for the first 2 plays went nowhere. He's going to find his man, Juwan Jennings, over the middle, just short at 4th and inches. The Saints decide not to challenge this spot. It was close, and they punt it back to Green Bay, putting faith into their defense. Green Bay back with the football. Jordan Love, he's going to just roll to the right, and he's going to find his guy. That's Romeo Doubs. Catch and run up the sideline. Right now, Jordan Love is having his way with this New Orleans Saints secondary, which is banged up. They are missing a lot of key pieces in that secondary. After a sack set up 3rd and 20, Love finds Jaden Reed, who catches the ball over the middle and turns upfield, navigating through some defenders to pick up a first down on 3rd and 20. That is a back-breaking play on defense for the New Orleans Saints. Next play, Love, play action. He's going to find Romeo Doubs wide open down at the 17, getting Green Bay in great field position. A couple plays later, Love's going to roll to his right. He's going to find Josh Jacobs again, setting up a 3rd and 2. Very important as they're able to convert that 3rd and 2 and now have a 1st and goal a couple plays later where Love sends a man in motion, and they're going to hand the ball off to Josh Jacobs, makes the cuts, dives into the end zone. Everyone in the stadium knew who was getting that ball on 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, and they gave it to Josh Jacobs, who does what he is paid to do, and that is get the ball in the end zone on these short-to-goal situations. Packers up 14-7. Saints with the opportunity here. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 2nd and 7. Ritter's going to drop back. First play out of the 2-minute warning. He's going to find his guy, Don Peoples-Jones, who catches the ball, makes the guy miss, and gets all the way up to the 50. Saints are in business with plenty of time left to go. 2nd and 10 now at the 50. Ridder looking to get his team at least in field goal range. That's the goal. He's going to overthrow. He had Juwan Johnson wide open, overthrew him, and it's going to lead to the Packers getting the ball back. But as they try to take a shot down the field, Curtis Granderson's going to get a sack on Jordan Love, and that is going to bring us into the half with the Green Bay Packers up 14-7. It's been a great, hard-fought, tough defensive game through the first 2 quarters of gameplay between these two teams, jostling for playoff positioning. As the Green Bay Packers look like they are all but certain to be in the playoffs, the New Orleans Saints, they still have some work to do if they want to make the playoffs. This is a very important game. Saints get the football first in the second half on 2nd and 7 from the 34-yard line. And Ritter's going to hand the ball to Kamara. He's going to make a nice cut up the middle. He's going to have a big run for the Saints to get their offense going potentially on this drive, but it did not. Offense would stall out, and the Saints are going to give the ball back to Green Bay. Jordan Love, he's going to hand the ball off to Josh Jacobs on their first play in the second half. He's going to find the lane on the outside, and he's going to go. Big 18-yard run for Josh Jacobs to start things off for Green Bay in the second half, who later on this drive, facing a 2nd and 5, the Saints are going to blitz, and Love has nowhere to go. Scrambled to the right side, but there was nobody there. Blitz got home, setting up a 3rd and 14 for Green Bay. But the Saints defense has struggled all day, and they released Tucker Kraft. They let him get wide open to pick up a first down on 3rd and 14. So that's a 3rd and 20, and now a 3rd and 14. The Saints defense has given up to this Green Bay offense to allow them to extend drives. The first drive on 3rd and 20 went for allowed the Packers to score. What will happen on this play is Jordan Love had plenty of time, finds Jaden Reed down the sideline, which is going to turn into a 2nd and goal from the 1. And we know who's getting the ball here. It's Josh Jacobs. He's going to make a cut. He's going to bounce outside. He's going to squeeze into the end zone. And just like that, Green Bay's up 21-7. That's another 3rd and long situation that the Saints could not get the defense off the field. They allowed the offense to make a long conversion, and it turned into points. something the Saints are definitely going to have to look to address later on in this season and potentially playoffs if they are to make it and they want to have a chance at making a run. Saints are back with the football, 3rd and 2 on the drive, being down 2 touchdowns here, just under 5 left to go in the third, and Kendra Miller is going to get the run. Jamal Williams, that is, gets the chance to run the football. He gets stopped up, and the Saints coach decides to punt it away on 4th and inches, give the football back to the red-hot Green Bay Packers offense, and Saints got them in a 3rd and 5. Love's going to find a guy wide open. That's Jaden Reed, wide open over the middle, and Love's over 300 yards passing on the day with still a full quarter left to go. After the Saints back them up, another 3rd and long, but this time the Saints defense holds up, forces Love to scramble for only 3 yards, and they are going to get the stop this time on 3rd and long, getting the football back to their offense. Ritter with the football, facing a second and 9 early in the drive. He's going to drop back. He's going to find his man. That's Kadarius Toney making a big play on the sideline, getting the Saints another first down. But here we are, a couple plays later, 3rd and 12 for the Saints. Ritter's going to drop back. He's going to throw. He's going to go deep, and unfortunately for Ritter, he airmailed this one way out of bounds, uncatchable for either the offense or the defense, and that's going to give the ball back to the Packers as we head into the 4th quarter now. And Jordan Love's going to get a free play. He's going to draw the defense off sides. He's going to take a shot, misfires on the throw, but it does not matter as the defender jumped off sides. That's Chase Young giving the Packers a free play and extending their drive. 1st and 10 now for the Saints after they would eventually get a stop against Green Bay. And Desmond Ritter's going to find Kadarius Toney down the sideline again. What a catch to set up this offense in good field position, needing points quickly. Ritter's going to play action, find his guy Juwan Johnson, who makes a great catch. Saints offense is starting to get rolling here. 1st and 10, very next play after the first down. They're going to call a screenplay, catch this Packers defense sleeping, and Kendra Miller is going to make a move. He's going to go down the sideline. He's going to get all the way down to the 6-yard line, and New Orleans Saints, needing 2 scores with 8 minutes left to go, are in business down inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line, and on 1st and goal from the 6, Saints are going to catch the Packers sleeping again. They're going to run a draw to Kendra Miller, who powers his way into the end zone. And the Saints make an answer, cutting the lead 21-14. They're going to need their defense to do their part to give their offense another chance. With 7 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the game. Packers back with the football. Very important drive for them. Get some points, make it a 2-possession game, take some time off. That's their goal. Love's going to find his guy, Romeo Dobbs, on the sideline. Great catch. Or was it? The Saints are going to challenge. It did not look like a catch to the Saints coach. And they're going to take a review. And does Dobbs get both feet down? It sure looks like he does not. But the replay officials are going to let the play stand. That seems like a blunder, if you ask me. Definitely need to re-look at how they evaluate their replays. That's going to set up this 3rd and 4 pass play to Tucker Kraft, who makes a man miss, goes down the sideline, all the way down to the 3-yard line. Saints defense is going to hold after a false start, set the Packers back, and hold them to a field goal. But it still is, the damage has been done. 2-possession game. Saints have only 2 timeouts now and 4 minutes to go down, and they need points. They need them points quickly. And Ritter's going to find Donovan Peoples-Jones over the middle for a nice gain. Very next play, Ritter's going to drop back, and he is going to go ahead. He's going to find the former Packer MVS on the sideline. Great catch, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Big play for the Saints, who are now at the 35-yard line. Some are wondering, with 2 minutes left, should they just take the field goal as they are already down here and save some time? But on 4th and 2, they're going to go for it, and they're going to pick it up with Alvin Kamara. After a sack, an unfortunate sack set them back. They had no choice but to take a very long 56-yard field goal. Saints are going to miss the field goal badly. It was windy out. It's a very long field goal for Riley Patterson. And that will end any hopes that the Saints had, of trying to make a play in this game, and Packers took the ball back, and they're going to run the best play in football, the kneel down. Great, hard-fought game between these two teams who very likely could meet again in the playoffs the way things are trajectorying right now. But there they go, the Packers. They're going to maintain their number 2 seed in the NFC for now. Saints are still in the division lead, but their lead in the division has been cut. And now they have very important 2 games left in the season to determine if they will make the playoffs in the division or even as a wild card. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay featuring the Simgamingnetwork slider set. If you haven't already, check out those sliders. That'll be tied to my channel. Otherwise, y'all, stay tuned to the next one. Peace.